shot if you were me, buddy.
I chose wheelchair lacrosse because it was physical. I was a United States Marine. I didn't take the easy road. I wanted a challenge, and I might not have my legs, might not have what I had before, but I'm still capable, and I want to be knocked around a little bit, put on my back, and treated like anybody else.
Hey, break out!
Lacrosse Usa is the national governing body for wheelchair lacrosse in the United States. You know, here we are 8 years later with almost 30 programs nationwide, and about half of those programs can field a competitive roster now. The motivation behind why we started this, I guess, just kind of was born out of necessity. Team sports for wheelchair athletes tends to be fairly limited. And we wanted to really just kind of create a new option for guys to participate in a team-oriented sport. You know, we really had no idea what we were getting ourselves into when we started this thing, and we're just really excited to share it with you know, the rest of the country and disabled athletes from all over the world.
In the beginning days, we had guys that weren't active. We were kind of down, you know, trying to figure out their new life. And we have this new sport, we have wheelchair lacrosse, and we're bringing people out, and they were just really embracing, like, getting outside and doing things, and it was so telling for us.
Bill and I kind of felt like if we could introduce something that is going to be a little more aggressive, kind of fall in line with the wheelchair basketball and sled hockey thing, that we could really get a good representation of athletes from our demographic. But really beyond that, it's about just creating a new opportunity for people to try something that maybe they've never tried before. We're putting sticks in people's hands that have never held a stick before, and they're just falling in love with this game. It's just been a really special thing to be able to bring these different groups of people together and introduce them to a sport that is really new to our community and a lot of the people that are really getting involved.
I'm John Schumacher from Murrieta, California. I'm a United States Marine veteran, and I was injured in Afghanistan in 2011. I was in a place called Helmand province down in South Afghanistan, and in October of 2011, on my second deployment, I was about a month and a half into my deployment when I stepped on a dismounted IED. It resulted in the loss of both my legs above the knee and a partial amputation of my left hand and forearm. I wanted to show my family, my kids. I have a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old, and I wanted to show them that being active was important, not just sitting around the house living like a vegetable. I was still young, I was still capable, I can do things differently, but I can still do things. And that was important in my recovery process, learning how to adapt my life to what I wanted to do. Not everything's easy, a lot of things take some determination, hard work, and figuring out what works and what doesn't work.
Get out of here,
Listen up, listen up.
Me and Ethan have something we want to say to Courtney. Say thank you so much for all that you do.
Oh my gosh!
Will you marry me again?
Oh shit! Oh my god!
From a veteran standpoint, I'd really like to see more veterans get involved in wheelchair lacrosse. We have a very, unfortunately, a large population of disabled veterans from the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan that came back and have to find a new way to live life. All of us are pretty young. We want to still be engaged in life and engaged in things we're doing. I chose wheelchair lacrosse because it was physical. I was a United States Marine. I didn't take the easy road. I wanted a challenge. And when I came out here, I liked the physicality of the game, the competitiveness. I didn't want soft gloves and people treat me as if I'm an injured person. I might not have my legs, might not have what I had before, but I'm still capable, and I want to be knocked around a little bit, put on my back, and treated like anybody else. And that was something that wheelchair lacrosse gave to me.
You know, the mission for us is really just bringing people together. Even if you're not a player, you can really learn a lot from what we're doing, and just the sport and, you know, the community, the lacrosse community, and how generous it is, and the passion for the game is really overwhelming, and people just want to see it grow. And we just really believe that once we can get sticks in guys' hands, that they're just going to fall in love with it just like we did.